by Vinod Bansal of the VHP. Mr. Bansal, क्या बनाते हैं आप इस स्थिति को लेके अपना पर्सपेक्टिव आगे रखिए, क्योंकि ज्ञानवापी में भी ऐसे ही नैरेटिव बाहर आए थी, ऐसे ही फैक्ट्स एक एक करके बाहर आए थे। सर्वे की डिटेल्स जब बाहर आई तो पता चला कि मंदिर से रिलेटेड कई चीजें वहां पे थी और वहीं पे मस्जिद बनाया गया था। ये बोला जा रहा है हिंदू साइड से, यहां पे भी ऐसा ही बोला जा रहा है। जब रेनोवेशन का काम किया गया शुरू, तब कई सिमिलैरिटीज निकल के आई मंदिर के काम की वहां पे, और अब यही डिमांड इस मलाला मस्जिद को लेकर बाहर आ रही है। आप क्या कहेंगे?
रूप से देखिए, ये मलाला मस्जिद क्या है, ये जो रेनोवेशन का काम उन्होंने स्टार्ट किया उसके तुरंत बाद वहां पर हमने एएसआई को कॉल किया और द वीएचपी टीम हैज टेकन दिस मैटर टू द कोर्ट आल्सो। द कोर्ट इज हियरिंग द इशू। अभी क्या है कि इसमें हम ये कहते हैं कि जो सच्चाई है उसको फाइंड आउट करना चाहिए और मंदिर है तो मंदिर के अवशेष की जांच की जानी चाहिए। एएसआई को उसके लिए अपना इन्वेस्टिगेट करना चाहिए। जब कोर्ट में मामला पहुंच गया है तो फिर जल्दी किस बात की है? वी शुड ट्राई टू डिग आउट द फैक्ट्स। और इसमें बेसिकली अभी जो लोग इसका विरोध कर रहे हैं वो वास्तव में देखा जाए तो सत्य के अन्वेषण का विरोध कर रहे हैं जी। ये तो सच्चाई है कि हजारों लाखों मंदिरों को तोड़ करके ये मस्जिद नुमा ढांचे खड़े किए गए थे और जगह जगह किए गए थे। आज देखिए कि कल जो है दिल्ली के अंदर जो बारिश और आंधी तेज आई, उसमें से जामा मस्जिद का ऊपर का जो पीतल का कलश था वो टूट के गिरा। आप सोचिए कि जामा मस्जिद के टॉप ऑफ दी गुंबद वो एक पीतल का कलश था। क्या पीतल का कलश किसी मस्जिद के ऊपर हो सकता है? कभी सुना है क्या? आपके शुद्ध दर्शकों ने कभी नहीं सुना होगा। कल वो पीतल का कलश जब टूट के गिरा तब पता लगा, देखिए क्या हो रहा है। अब इसमें तो एक्सकेवेशन की भी जरूरत नहीं है। देयर इज नो नीड टू एक्सकेवेट। या तो सीधे सीधे साफ कह रहा है कि भाई क्या चीज है। क्या इन्वेस्टिगेट होने नहीं चाहिए कि आखिरकार ये जो मुस्लिम मॉन्यूमेंट्स हैं, वो जो मुस्लिम इन्वेडर्स थे उन्होंने हमारे मंदिरों को तोड़ करके और मूर्तियों को खंडित करके आस्था पर चोट पहुंचा करके और हिंदुओं के हृदय की भावना को रौंदते हुए उन्होंने इस तरह की चीजें बनाई थी। तो कोई मलाला की मस्जिद की बात हो कहीं और की, लेकिन कुल मिला के जिस तरह से हिंदू जनमानस को कुचला गया, जिस तरह से हिंदुओं की भावनाओं को खंडित किया गया, जिस तरह से हमारी मूर्तियों को तोड़ा गया, ये चीजें कोई नई बात नहीं है। तो जब लोग बोलते हैं तो वेट फॉर दैट। और इसमें हिंदू समाज को भी सत्य के अन्वेषण से रोकना ये किसी के लिए ठीक नहीं है
जी। मिस्टर बंसल, जो दूसरी साइड का क्लेम है सर, वो ये साफ शब्दों में कह रहे हैं कि आप लाइन कहां ड्रॉ करेंगे, बिकॉज दिस विल नाउ ओपन फ्लड गेट्स।
नो, ऑफ कोर्स। देखिए, सच्चाई को रोक कब तक रोक सकोगे आप और कितने को रोकोगे आप? वॉट एवर फैक्ट्स इज देयर, द फैक्ट्स शुड कम आउट ओपनली। देखिए, ये भारत है, कोई टर्की, सीरिया, पाकिस्तान, बांग्लादेश नहीं है जहां पर कि सिर्फ आपने कह दिया और हमने मान लिया, या जो उसमें एक पर्टिकुलर किताब में जो कुछ लिखा हुआ है वही विज्ञान है और वही जो रॉकेट साइंस है। ये तो भारत है जो सत्य का अन्वेषण हमेशा चलता रहता है। वी आर गोइंग ऑन टू एक्सकेवेट द ट्रुथ ऑफ द थिंग्स। तो उसमें एक हो, लाखों, हजारों, करोड़ों, इससे क्या फर्क पड़ना है? एंड वाई यू आर गोइंग टू अफ्रेड ऑफ द सिचुएशन कि आगे क्या होगा? भाई, जब जो चीज सच्चाई है वो सामने आनी चाहिए और जो सच्चाई के साथ संपूर्ण देश को खड़ा होना चाहिए, वेदर इट इज हिंदू, मुसलमान, एनीबडी एल्स।
Okay. Mr. Bansal, can I request you to, sir, hold on to that line? We are also getting reactions from Mr. Majid Memon, leader of the NCP, senior advocate. Mr. Memon, do you agree with what Vinod Bansal is saying? I think we've lost that line with Mr. Memon, but the point that Vinod Bansal is making, Prithveen, and thank you Mr. Bansal for speaking to us. Rahul Ishwar also joining us. Rahul Ishwar, what do you make of this? Hindu side performed a Bhumi Pujan. They said we found divinity. Now the matter is in court. The Hindu side wants a Gyanvapi-like survey commissioner which will go inside and videotape everything.
2 points, sir. One, even the Varanasi court has pointed that Bhaichara, Kayam Rahe, and the communal harmony should be there. At the same point of time, we should remember that there are such important sensitive points that has been destroyed during the course of centuries. So when Hindu community is raising such issues, we need not brush it under the carpet. There can be a sensible middle ground. Our community leaders can talk it out. And these kind of spaces are recorded in history too. For example, during Tipu's invasion, they have recorded with pride that they have destroyed many places of worship. So there are some facts of history which we need to talk it out. Of course, Honorable Court definitely should take it ahead. But even the courts have emphasized a very balanced approach. That balance is, let us have communal harmony, let us keep it sensitive and moderate. At the same point of time, we cannot close our eyes towards something.
Mr. Memon, what do you make of this massive development coming in on the Jama Masjid in Malali? Both lawyers have reached the court as we speak. The Hindu side wants a survey like what happened in Gyanvapi.
See, now I think there are thousands and thousands of mosques and temples, and so most of them are very ancient heritage structures. Now, this has become a trend now that from one particular state, one particular city, you see some people go and claim that, well, this mosque was earlier a temple 300 years ago or 400 years ago. You know, this is creating unnecessary controversy and hatred and suspicion and animosity between two major communities of this country, namely the Hindus and the Muslims. They have been living traditionally in a very cordial atmosphere for the past several years, even prior to independence, during British Raj also.
No,
so
Mr. Memon, I understand your point that you're making, sir, but if a petitioner, in this case the Hindu side, the devotees, you can call call them what you want to, if they are seeking judicial remedy, what is the problem? How is this about then harmony and hatred, bigotry, all that?
No, I'm asking you the same answer I'm giving you, that, well, one after the other, how many hundred such petitions will come in different parts of the country? And the courts have nothing else to do, that they will only decide whether it is temple or a mosque. There are no other, people are languishing in custody. The courts have no time for them to restore their personal liberty. Therefore, what I was suggesting is that Supreme Court must take cognizance of the fact that these types of claims are rising day after day from one corner or the other corner. This has to be consolidated together and let Supreme Court under the Constitution of India decide once and for all freedom of faith, freedom of maintaining the religious places, because this will go on without any break.
Okay.
How many such petitions will come from?
Sir, the people will decide. Let the courts take a call on the number of petitions that reaches the court. Mr. Memon, just stay on with us. Dr. Y. Bharat Shetty, he's the MLA from Mangalore, he's the BJP MLA from Mangalore. Mr. Shetty, thank you for speaking to Times Now. What do you make of this, sir? You've been speaking to both sides. In fact, you also assured the Hindu side that the demands will be looked into, and now the plea has reached the court.
Yeah. Now, this has been a previous demand also of the local Hindus, that a proper survey should be done by a competent authority. Regarding that, they have put an application to the district commissioner also. Hello? Hello?
We can hear you. Go make your point, sir, please.
Yeah. They then I think they have approached the court to ask the court to give directions to the archaeological department to do a survey on that to the court commission. So they've been telling that is not a new thing. They have already in their first representation also they have asked for a survey so that there won't be any confusion about what is what. Hello. Yeah,
following the findings in the month of April, we are being told that the renovation work was also stopped. Now, has that triggered, in some sense, a problem on ground, or are things relatively peaceful?
It's all peaceful there. It has been peaceful since 2 months. There has been no issues. Last week only, the Congress State President, Mr. D.K. Shivkumar, and the SDPI President of the state also as making very aggressive statements and all. I would say rather instigating statements. After that, the whole situation got little tense. But locally, we are not facing any problem. Immediately after that, I have called both the sides, the masjid Hindus of the local Hindus. We have had a meeting with them, talked with them, and told them that no untoward incident should not happen, or law and order should not arise. Both sides have been very considerate about this issue, and we are not facing any problem as of now.
Yes. Quick update from the court as Mr. Bharat Shetty continues to stay on with us. And Mr. Shetty, you can perhaps elaborate a little more on that. As the court proceedings are currently underway and the matter has been taken up in the court, we are picking up similarities between what's happening in this masjid in Karnataka and what's happening in Gyanvapi, and the kind of apprehensions that are being put out by the other side are also very similar. The Hindu side is saying that a detailed survey must be conducted, but the other side, of course, not in the favor of the same. Mr. Shetty, thank you for joining us here on Times Now.